this girl. The lines, divinity in motion.
Just deliver, give it back. It's not worth the giving, it's not worth the trying.
Hello, welcome back to another video. I'm back with this weird voice. Today we are going to be talking about whether Michael Jackson was a drug addict or not. So first let's start with the details. Michael Jackson was on painkillers for a while because of the severe burns he had on his head. It is very easy to get addicted to painkillers. So MJ might have been addicted to them because he had to take them every day to help the burns on his head. Some other details I found was the song Morphine that Michael Jackson wrote. It seems like the song was a cry for help because MJ was addicted to the drugs he was taking. I found a video that said MJ was taking Demerol a few days before he died. I found this other video that has a body language expert where you can read your body language. The guy said there was no sign that Jackson was addicted to any drugs. Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary special in 2001 at the Madison Square Garden. A video shows him looking tired after the show, but I don't think it was because he was addicted to drugs or anything. I think it was because he was very tired. I mean, come on. He was 43 years old and he just wanted to go home, but the fans and the paparazzis were going crazy after the show that it was overwhelming for Michael. A lot of people say he was tired because of all of the drugs he was taking, but remember he was also suffering from insomnia, so he was probably exhausted. Michael also had lots of energy when he was touring and looked healthy. But one thing I did find a bit weird was that during the This Is It era, Michael looked very skinny at the time. He looked underweight and malnourished. Now I know what you're thinking. Come on, he was 50 years old, and when you get older like that, you start losing weight. But I'm not sure that's the case. My aunt is over 50 and she does not look that skinny, and she's not fat either. So I'm pretty sure the reason why he was super skinny was because of some drugs that he was taking that made him look like that. One of Michael's nurses once said in the courtroom after Michael's death that he called her saying, "Half of my body is cold and the other half is hot." The nurse then said for him to go to the hospital.
And you told him all that the doctor had told you?
Yes.
Okay. And did that seem to satisfy Michael Jackson? Did he agree with you?
No.
What did he tell you?
He told me that doctors have told him it is safe. And he would not have a problem. He said, doctors have told me that it's safe. I just need to be monitored. I said, well, no doctor is going to do this at your house. He said, no, I just need somebody to come here and I will be safe if it was monitored, as long as I'm being monitored.
Did he ever tell you during this period of time that he had been administered this in the past?
For surgery, he did.
Did he ever tell you he had had it administered for anything else?
No.
Okay. What did he tell you about his experience with surgery?
He said, when I was having the surgery, and I kind of went back to what happened to him with the surgery years ago, and he said, I woke up and I didn't even know that I was asleep that long. He said, I had fallen asleep so easily, and I wanted to have that experience again. I want to be able to fall asleep easily so that I can get enough rest, because I'm in the midst of doing a lot of work right now, and I don't want to take something that's going to cause me to keep me up for hours. I want something that's going to help me to sleep right away. And based on, his experience from the surgery, he said, I know this would knock me out. As soon as it gets into my vein, I am knocked out and I'm asleep.
Do you know that Michael Jackson was with Fahim when he called?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you know?
I can hear Michael in the background.
Okay. What did you hear Michael in the background saying?
He was telling Fahim, tell her what's wrong with me. Tell her what's happening with me. That one half of my body is hot and one half of my body is cold. And I was out of state at the time. I was in Florida. So I told Fahim, I don't know what's happening with him. I'm too far away. He needs to just go to the hospital. Call 911. I didn't say 911. He just needs to go to the hospital because it didn't sound like a lot of distress. He just said one half of my body's hot, one half of my body is cold. So I just told Fahim he needs to take him to the hospital. Someone needs to take him to the hospital. He needs to go to the hospital.
And that's what you told Fahim to do?
I told Fahim that someone needs to take him to the hospital.
Okay. And why did you tell him that? What was your concern, Ms.
My
Lynn?
concern was on the 19th of April of '09, when I had taken my PDR and gone to the page of all of the symptoms and side effects of propofol, and he had to be in the hospital and be, it was not a sleep aid in the first place. I went through a battery of symptoms in the PDR, and I just kind of felt maybe he realized maybe some of the symptoms, or I really don't know. But I told him he should just go to the hospital.
I did some research about Michael's problem at the time and it said this. One of the problems said weight loss and malnutrition, which is one of the things that Michael looked like he had during the This Is It era, or because of a drug problem, because it could affect the nervous system. As you know, Michael passed away from the powerful drug propofol. Well, I'm still not sure whether he was addicted to that or not, because he would use propofol to help him sleep at night since he had insomnia for years. Well, that's it for today's video. Tell me what you think. Do you think MJ was a drug addict? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.